football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized the quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
On first down, Drake. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Counter play, Drake. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Short throw, pick-6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of...
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
From midfield, here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing his car on third down. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. This is fielded inside 5. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
This is Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And a Raven first down.
On play action, they'll throw. And going deep downfield for... And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
First down, Baltimore.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Naeem Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Carr on the bootleg. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr steps up, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll start with the option. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll try and run forward with McCoy. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And a lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Carr completes it, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Drake, and he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a first down. Now it's Hines. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now, fourth down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
On 4th down, here's the option.
They throw it out right complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Carr now on first down, being chased out left.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Off the bootleg. Carr. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Carr.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At the 25-yard line.
They run the counter. Drake. And he'll He'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and make much more plays.
And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? 2nd down and goal. Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Flushed out right. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 82 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. But he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. They'll break the huddle. Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
A 3-yard
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, They gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ravens.
He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
7 yards, the pickup there.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hauled in. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd and 4.
Dante Jackson.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Carr now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
They run again with Hines. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think they might have something in this young rookie quarterback because he certainly looked the part.
I have to ask you a question. Are you thinking similar to what I'm thinking? That these rookie quarterbacks, they come in more prepared than ever before?
Year after year, they just seem more comfortable from day one.
I think you start really young now. These quarterback coaches, they play against a better competition. They go to camps across the country. Then they play big-time games in college. So when they get to the NFL, it's not quite the same, how would you say it, pressure that they felt in years past. And these kids just go out and perform.
And keep in mind, he led them to a road victory here, even more impressive. So for the Ravens, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching